Southway Builders was founded in 1991 by Paul Littman, and since its inception we've specialized in doing projects with public financing. We're the only contractor that we know of that actually does the work with the tenant in place, whereas our competition moves tenants in and out of units to be able to perform their work. We actually have mastered a method where we can perform all of the work without having to move the tenants out of their apartments. And needless to say, the tenants are spared a lot of anxiety, which makes the lives of our clients, the property owners, a whole lot easier.
Hey, Mr. Wilson. How's it going?
So tenant in place, the definition that Southway uses is that the residents stay in their units the entire process. They don't move from one unit to another. They stay in their units, and we work in their units from 8 a.m. to approximately 4:30 p.m. And we do all the work while they're in their units. Now some days they do have to leave their units, days like paint days, some the carpeting and flooring days they leave, and there is a common area in the building that they can go to and stay. So we'll go in and do one day renovate their whole kitchen, next day renovate their bathroom, the next day we do selective doors if we're replacing closet doors or entry doors in their unit. Then we'll end up going into doing the drywall and point up repair. And then there's typically a couple days of painting, and then a couple days for flooring, and then we'll do some punch out work that just to pick up the things that this minor things that needed to be done at the end. Some of the advantages to having it done this way is it continues to create an income stream for the property through the construction period. So you're not moving people out of units or moving them into hotel rooms at all. You're still continuing to generate the rent through the building the entire process.
Yeah, well, we've been done other projects with Southway. The Bennett House project was the first in-place renovation. One thing that we already knew about Southway and have been very happy with for many years is their skill and competence when it comes to the technical aspects of renovation work. But they're also a group of very personable, people-centered professionals, and the relationships that we have as a working relationship have always been great, but I think the relationships that they develop with the tenants and the property staff are equally important when it comes to a project like the Bennett House renovation.
Prior to work starting, we have a pre-construction conference, and we also have a pre-construction safety meeting where we go over all Southway Builders safety requirements. And after they have the meeting, we give them this pink sticker, which certifies that they did go through, our little safety orientation. And it's also something that we educate the residents on. We tell them to look for the high visibility vest, the hard hat, and look for the pink sticker. That way you know for sure that the particular person in your building belongs in your building.
We really actively engage with the property managers, particularly in pre-construction, to make sure that it's clear what the overall process is in such a way that we can minimize the impact to our residents.
The construction superintendent and his workers were very, very sensitive to the needs of the residents. They accommodated medical issues, they accommodated just all of the residents' individual needs to make sure that the needs of the residents were met, as well as the need to keep construction on time.
Southway's been very good at handling just the inevitable questions and concerns that tenants bring to us or directly to the builder staff that are on site.
We will be providing big company quality control and performance on the job, but with a small company mentality of service.
The vast majority of people I've spoken with, which is a lot of the residents, are very, very happy with their new apartment because they're getting a new apartment and they deserve a new apartment.
I got a new kitchen, bigger bathroom. I like it very much.
Looks good. Good job. Yeah, they did a good job.
Beautiful. I ain't got nothing bad to say. Only good things.
I got to say the workers are pretty good. They did talk to us. We can ask some questions and they let us know what's going on. For me, the first time to see this, it's nice.
Yeah, they're pretty happy of what's going on because they're getting everything new into the apartments and renovating on the different floors. So I think they're pretty excited.
The better house is a better place for me than anywhere else. I would have more anxiety moving out because the home that God has provided is my castle, and yet somewhere else would not be my home.
Very easy. I needed it done, so I had it, so we did it.
And how long did it take for you? How long?
Oh, 3 or 4 weeks.
Okay.
A little bit at a time.
Were you able to go back to your unit every night?
Yeah. And I'm in there now.
We know that there are many property owners out there that dread the thought of going through an occupied renovation in one of their buildings. And we here at Southway are here to tell you that our process will relieve you of your anxieties, and we look forward to working with you as a partner.